What's up, everybody? And thank you for joining me on Rico's Spot. As you guys already know, if you watched the previous episode, today's episode is on fasting. And I'm kind of going to go into how I integrated fasting into my life and how I get through it day to day, and some of the reasons why I chose to start fasting, and some of the, I don't know if you want to call them tricks, more of like methods that I use to get through the day, and some of the little tweaks that I've made to make this an easier process and transition, and some of the benefits that I've noticed in a short amount of time, and maybe share a little bit of actual research or information about the benefits and studies that are going on that are related to fasting. So that's what my hope is today. Hopefully, it adds value to your life. But let's get this going and jump into how I'm using fasting and why I started to do it, and we'll discuss all those questions and hit them into in more detail. Yeah. What's up, everybody? And as I promised you guys, today's topic was going to be on fasting. So the first question I want to start with is just a quick explanation of what is fasting. Fasting is just time restricted feeding. All it means is that you have your meals within a window. That's really as simple as it gets. Instead of having meals that you eat like breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, or a bunch of little meals throughout the day, you have a window that you're allowed to eat or consume your nutrients. That is all fasting is. There's a ton of different methods of fasting. There's water only fasting. There's fasting where you can do it for 24, 48 hours, 30, a week, 30 days. It depends what kind of fasting you want to do, what your goals are, and that's just things that you have to research and identify what's best for you. And some of them you should probably do with a professional that can monitor your health and your vitals and make sure that it's something you should do. So that's really what fasting is in a quick little explanation. It's just time restraint feeding. You control when you eat. Why I decided to go with intermittent fasting. So I've always fasted. Usually I did anywhere between 24 to 48 hour windows of fasting. The original reason I started fasting, it was just more of a thing. I think for me it was a psychological thing to remind myself just truly how blessed you are to, I could walk outside, drive to Chipotle or whatever, get food and eat it. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have some of the problem that other countries have. People that just don't have an endless supply of products, food, whatever you want to call it. There's people that have to ration what to eat. So to me, it was just a reminder to be thankful, and that's really the reason why I would fast once a month. And I know there was other added benefits, but that was the original reason why I used to fast about once or two times every about, I think I did every other month. I would fast for 24 to 48 hours. So it was something I was accustomed to, and then intermittent fasting is something that I've always been amazed with. I've done a lot of research, and I've heard about a lot of people that have had great results with that. I did it for a period of about a week or two, about probably like a year ago, where I installed the app on my phone. I would document when I was doing it and all those type of details. But then I was just, I'm over this. I kind of did the whole, I get bored with things and I forget about it. But I decided to go intermittent fasting because when I returned from being away in Latin America for a few months, I came back, started hitting my gym routine again, started consuming calories, and I was
honestly just working out less or doing less exercise, because before I was walking everywhere. I didn't have a car. A lot of the privileges that I have, I didn't have. I used public transportation, walked everywhere, and my feeding was probably a little bit more on a regulatory schedule, and that's just what happened. So I got up to about 185 pounds, and I don't like the word diet, and I don't like anything associated with diet, and I'm not going to go on a diet. But intermittent fasting is a way for you to allow your body to process the food that you've consumed through the day. And in essence, you kind of shrink your stomach and reduce the amount of calorie intake. That's really why I chose intermittent fasting. And